Hey everyone, welcome back to another Mattel Jurassic World review. Today we're taking a look at the Dino Trackers Danger Pack Nothosaurus. This figure has been out for several months as part of the Wave 1 Danger Packs of Dino Trackers, but I've had a hell of a time trying to track this one down. It's only one per case, and we know Target and Walmart are barely stocking any of the new stuff. I think just recently the some of the Dino Tracker stuff has these Danger Packs is actually starting to show up at Walmart. But Best Buy and I think like Kroger's and some other places have been your best bet to track these down. Actually found mine at a Best Buy just over a week ago, and I'm just so happy to finally add this species to my collection. And I think another reason this figure is so hard to find, the Nothosaurus did have a memorable appearance in the last season of Camp Cretaceous, so that might have helped boost its popularity, why this figure is so hard to track down. So let's go over the package really quick before we crack this figure open. We got Beta and Blue on the front of the package, the Jurassic World logo being blocked by the tail. It is from a water environment because this is a semi-aquatic prehistoric reptile. Spin around the back, we get a picture of the other figures available in this wave. I picked everything up from this wave except for the baby Brachiosaurus. I just being really picky and choosy what I pick up and collect now because there's so much out there, because we all know, if you watch this channel, I collect a lot of different dinosaur lines. So enough about the packaging. Let's crack this figure open and take a closer look. And let's start with this 360-degree view of the Nothosaurus. I'm really happy I finally was able to add this figure to my collection. It's really nicely done. Yeah, it has exaggerated proportions, but that's pretty much expected for any Mattel Jurassic World figure. And it pretty much closely matches how it appeared in Camp Cretaceous. It has the general features of what a Nothosaurus is. There were semi-aquatic reptiles from the Triassic period, has those sprawling legs. They did not sculpted webbed toes on it, but has that long, broad snout full of those needle-like teeth. But all around, a really cool looking figure. Not a lot of paint apps on here, but I like just the color transition. You have that black for the head and just slowly transitions into the lighter gray of the body. You have that nice cream color underneath the throat that goes all the way down the belly. Just nice contrast in colors. Just all around a very pleasing figure to look at. Now time for some measurements. This figure is 8 inches long from the tip of the snout to the tip of the tail, or 20.3 centimeters, and about 2.5 inches tall to the top of the head, or 6 centimeters. So there was a bunch of species of Nothosaurus. Most average around 13 feet long, or 4 meters. So I'll put this figure in the 119 scale range, which means it scales pretty well with the rest of the line, which is 118 scale. There were some species that got between 16 to 23 feet long, or 5 to 7 meters. So that will put those in the 124 to the 134 scale range. And now let's zoom in and take a look at some of the finer details on this figure, starting with the head. It has a very broad and long looking head. Unfortunately, on mine right here, the eye is misprinted on this side pretty bad. Spin around the other side, you can see the correct placement of it. I have so many figures with misprinted eye. I don't know why Mattel has not got this shit together with the quality control on the eye placement. Just like, especially with hard to find figures like that, it gets really, really frustrating. But anyways, those very long needle-like teeth are very exaggerated. They're painted in a yellowish color. The bottom jaw is cast in this cream-colored plastic. Let's get the camera to focus in a little bit better on that. You can see some large scales on the back of the jaw, opening up the mouth. It can open up very wide. You got nice glossy pink paint for the tongue and the gums. No paint for the roof of the mouth. And then going down to the neck, you have all this really nice fine scale detail and folds of wrinkle over it. The figure is very, very well sculpted. Gets more of that cream coat underneath the throat, and it goes all the way down the belly to just about the base of the tail. I think it gives it a nice contrast and look. Going down to the body, you can see more folds and wrinkles, and looks like some scars on there. Very, very nicely done. Just love the fine texture and detailing all over the figure. Going down to the front legs, they're nice and squat. They are slightly splayed out. Very, very muscular looking. No paint on the toe claws, pretty much expected for any mainline Mattel figure. Going down the hind legs, nice squat, sprawled out hind legs. Same thing, toe claws not painted in. And then going down to the very short tail, you can see some more of that nice scale detail. You got a little bit of black plastic flecks mixed in with the plastic to give it a little bit more definition. And right here, if you pop this tab, here is the scan code for those you want to scan it into the fax app. But yeah, all around, really, really happy how this figure turned out. Looks pretty much like the Camp Cretaceous model. So I can see why a lot of people want to add this figure to their collection. Now for articulation, it's pretty basic. The mouth can open up really, really wide, which is really cool. Can close completely flush. You have a hinge joint for the neck for downwards and upwards movement. The front legs can move forwards and backwards. There's no hinge in there to spray the legs out anymore. Same thing with the hind legs. They can move forwards and backwards, and you have completely useless tail rotation. So I think with the way the mouth opens up and the upwards downward movement of the neck, you can get some pretty decent poses with this figure, even though the articulation is very limited. And for comparisons, first up here it is with the Hammond Collection, Robert Muldoon. And next up, let's do a couple other Mattel prehistoric reptiles. Here it is with the forever cracked out Tanystropheus. And next up, here it is with their awesome, awesome looking Chronosaurus, which is definitely one of my favorite Raw Attack, whatever they are, Raw Striker figures out right now. Just beautifully, beautifully sculpted figure. And next up, let's do a couple Camp Cretaceous dinosaurs. Here it is with the Kentrosaurus. And next up, here it is with Toro, the Carnotaurus. Let's just do a couple Hammond Collection. Here it is with the Pachycephalosaurus. And here it is with the Baryonyx that does not want to stand at the moment. And lastly, here it is with the Rheophile Red Rex. So final thoughts on the Dino Tracker Nothosaurus. I'm happy I finally tracked one down. It's a really good figure. I like the sculpt on it. You know, the paint job is really, really good. Just those nice contrasting colors between the cream and the light gray and that nice transition of black on the head. It's all around a really fun figure. And if you're a fan of Camp Cretaceous, it's definitely a must add to your collection. And like I said at the beginning of the review, this figure is pretty hard to track down. Your best bet is Best Buy, even Walmart right now. Some people have been finding the Wave 1 Danger Packs there, and even Wave 2 has been popping up at Best Buy and Walmart. So those are probably your two best bet to get your hands on this figure. So that will do it for the review. Going by my Amazon pre-orders, May looks like it's going to be a very, very busy month for Jurassic reviews. Got a lot of pre-orders that are supposed to be processing this month, a lot of Hammond Collection, some of the new waves of the Dino Trackers. So be on the lookout for all those reviews if all those pre-orders hits, you know, T's and P's for my wallet. So that will do it. As always, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously and is greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys for the next one.